So we are out. It is very windy today, so I'm sorry if the audio isn't good. I'm trying to make my voice loud so you can actually hear me. But we are out on our property, walking, just taking a stroll. I've been working pretty hard on getting everything set up that I'm super excited about. It's been so difficult though, because my ADHD is like got me going all over the place, and I get so excited. My wheels start spinning. I start getting all of these ideas. You know, I just want to get something out there, but my gosh, like if it is the bane of my existence to just get something put up. So I met with this awesome couple. I was able to get a CRM tool that I'm really excited to share with you guys. It's called BizTrack, and I really like it. Now, I originally, it seemed like it was really overwhelming, especially for the ADHD person who's like, too many tabs, too much paperwork. Oh my gosh, I can't do it. But the owners of the software service are really helpful. They were very, very, very patient. He worked with me for like 2 hours to help me get everything started. And so I was able to actually finally implement it. I'm like, oh, I can see this is actually really simple. So I was able to create like a webinar landing page, very simple with their templates. And like now I'm just like putting all my specific information in. And I'm really looking forward to getting it out. I've been toying back and forth about, well, who's my audience and who am I really trying to help? And like, I want to help everybody, but I know that's not my audience. So really my whole goal for doing all of this is to get people to take action. Imperfect action is better than no action, and you're never going to get started if you don't actually get started, right? If you don't actually take and implement even the few things that you know. So that is what I'm doing, right? Like I'm taking the few things that I know, and despite all of my wheels spinning and chasing balloons, right? And trying to figure out what it is that I'm actually going to be doing and presenting, I've honed in on that. I really love this space to help other entrepreneurs, other moms that are spinning their wheels, just trying to figure out what it is that they're supposed to be doing. And it's so hard for us because, right now I'm running after my two-year-old, and I'm trying to build this web page. And, I've got calls with people that thankfully canceled today. So that was helpful, but, like I'm coming to you so raw, but I'm here telling you, like, even though I've got all these different things going on, I'm able to pick and choose a few things that I know I can work on that can get me to the next step. And so that's what I've been doing today. And I had this business colleague of mine, my nonprofit friend, and she and I were talking about the fact that, like, so many of us are like, well, I don't know if I can really do that. Can I really help anybody? Is anybody really going to want what I have to share? And it's like, yes, absolutely. But maybe it's best to run a pilot program. Maybe it's best to try it with just your close friends. Try it with maybe some people that are in the industry that, can give you some feedback and some pointers. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm really excited to share what I have and then what I've been working on for the past several years now. And you know what? I think the thing is we get so discouraged because we're like, man, it's happening for everybody else and it's not happening for me. And I'm trying to get myself going. I'm trying to get my stuff in order, and it's just not coming together, and it's just not working. And it's like taking forever, and there's all these obstacles and there's all these hurdles. And the best thing that I can tell you is to just keep going. Like, just keep going. Keep a list of all those ideas that you have. Don't think that they are going away. Just remember you can keep them in your back pocket for later, because that's what I've done. I'm like, oh, I want to do all these different things, and they're all so not related because, ADHD, I've got like all these different rabbit holes. Like I really enjoy foraging and I really enjoy homesteading, but like I can't focus on that right now because I'm having to run after my 2-year-old. And then I really love homeschooling and I really love microschooling, but like I'm having to really focus on just my family. So I'm taking the time that I need to take as my son is running away, and focusing on what it is. Like, how can I rope all of these things that I'm so passionate in into one thing that can provide a lot of value for other people in my shoes. And so that is what I'm working towards. I'm going to have a link for my webinar in the description for this YouTube and all the other YouTubes that I've posted. So if you can't find it in this one, go to another one. But I will tell you, this is for specifically moms who know they have a purpose and that God has called them to do something with the skills that He's given them, with the talents that they have, with all of the experience that they've gone through, and making that into a way that they can be sustainable for their family, to be able to create some profit for them, to keep doing what they love to do, and bringing an income to make it sustainable. So many times we're spinning our wheels, like I said, and we really just lack the clarity. But it's not just the clarity, it's the decision making, and where you have to actually decide to do one thing versus the other, and figuring out what that one thing is. Maybe it's not the right track, but at least you're going down and making a decision and you can pivot. The thing that I like best is like, okay, we get started going down one track. Okay, I've pivoted many times just within the last 4 years of what I've been doing. I still have my nonprofit. I still have my homeschool co-ops and my micro school plans, and I'm still homeschooling my own children. And I've also gone after some one-on-one coaching and different things like that. But I've continued to pivot my way into the direction that God really wants me to go. And I have had to really, really focus, because, oh my gosh, when I tell you I am so interested and I'm really good at seeing 10 steps into the future, like, oh, what that could be, oh, what that could do, oh, what that could come and create, right? And but it's hard to see the next step. And so this whole webinar, this whole action plan that we're going to be working on during the webinar is actually to take that next step and to get a decision made, so that way you have a clear plan to move forward. So that way you're not stalled with inaction, you're not spinning your wheels, you're not in analysis paralysis. You are able to see clearly what it is that God wants you to do and what it is that you should do to take that next step. We are going to be working on intentions. We're going to be working on, creating that plan for you. And everybody's plan is a little bit different, but we can all benefit from each other and each other's plans, and learning okay, we all have similar things to do, and God wants us to use those to better His kingdom, to advance the work, right? We're here on a mission to advance God's kingdom. What does that look like? If we're constantly spinning our wheels and we're constantly in self-doubt and we have low self-esteem, we have no confidence, we don't want to be in the public eye, I'm coming to you very raw today, okay? But I've gotten that because I'm okay, I can either wait until I have all the lighting and all the right makeup on and all the right things on, or I can show people that I'm out here just trying to make it work, and to show them it really can be this simple. It doesn't have to be so complex. But eventually, will I like to have those things? Yeah, sure. But right now, that's not where I'm at, and it really doesn't matter. Even with what God has given us, He just wants to see your faith in action. He wants you to take that leap of faith and step out and move into the position that He has for you. And the only way for you to do that is to come on the webinar and get the work plan and put it into action. So I hope that this has encouraged you, to really help you to see that you have the ability, you have the skills, you have everything that God gave you, the talent, the interest, the direction to go out and do what He has called you to do. So go make it happen.